Like a Hellcat.
So, it's that time again. Snapshot Day. In today's video, I'll be reviewing Snapshot 21W40A, and there's also been a change where some biomes got renamed, and I am currently in one of the biomes that got renamed. So the Snowy Tundra, as you can see right here, is now called the Snowy Plains. Very interesting indeed. And yeah, you can tell it's definitely a Snowy Tundra because there's an igloo right here. I expected the basement down here. Hopefully it's just one of those that don't have it and it's not bugged. Oh, and also, the snapshot made where biomes are huge again, like in 1.17. Look at this snowy plains. And then it gets converted to a snowy taiga. Yeah, definitely huge. In fact, this might be bigger than 1.17. And over here we move into a hotter biome, taiga, a forest. And I think over here was a plains. Also, the performance has been improved, so I am not lagging like I did 2 snapshots ago. Or 3 snapshots ago. So this is a plains, it should be huge. And the rivers are not as wide as I remember. And we still have huge cave openings. Here's an aquifer right here. I think cave entrances might have gotten a little rarer, but I'm not too sure. Oh, yeah, this is definitely a nice cave. Alright, let's see if we can find any more cave entrance. Okay. What is this? This is not anything I like. Is this a biome or just an aquifer? Yeah, it's just a huge aquifer on the surface. Yeah, I can tell by the underneath it. So that is still a problem, but for the most part, yeah, aquifers seem perfect. Alright, so we got a huge forest up here. Honestly, this looks like 1.17 terrain, and there's not really much hilly terrain, which I like. Now, it's gonna be easier to terraform once again. Is this a big cave entrance or just a carver? Yeah, this is just a carver entrance. And it leads to nowhere, too. There's a mountain all the way over there, though. Well, I'm not saying there should be no hilly terrain. I'm just glad it is rarer than before. Let's grab ourselves a netherite pickaxe. Bundles are still not in the tool inventory, by the way. So here is a copper blob. If we were to mine it in survival, of course, we would get 5. That's actually lucky. Why did I get 5? Well, because in this snapshot, instead of 2 to 3 copper when you mine it without fortune, you get 2 to 5. I have no idea why they are making copper this common, but if you want to build with it, good news, it drops better ways now. If they're doing this for building reasons, why does quartz not become as common as copper? So let's mine this whole blob now. Alright, so we get over half a stack from that. We got a lot of copper from just a small blob. Very little blob. And while we are talking about ores, let's talk about the new ore distribution that has been changed in this snapshot. So, diamonds are now less exposed to air. Gold is more common, meaning there will be extra gold below -48 Y coordinate, and iron should generate more above Y80. So that is everything about ore distribution that has been changed in this snapshot, but it is still not final. Okay, so at the beginning of the video, I talked about how the Snowy Tundra biome's name has been changed, but let's take a closer look into more biomes. I think Gravelly Mountain has been renamed. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, look at all these new names. Old Growth Birch Forest, Old Growth, and I don't know how to pronounce that last one. But yeah, these are definitely all new names, for sure, 100%. Alright, let's check out the Gravelly Hills, windswept Gravelly Hills, I think that's how you say it. So, I think this is what the Gravelly Hills are called now. I think I am buried underneath it, so let's spectate up. Okay, there's a noodle cave right there. Okay, I am having trouble loading in the world. But, yeah, this looks like gravelly mountains, although there is a lot of floating terrain here. Yeah, a lot of gravel, swamp trees. This looks normal. This looks like a normal gravelly mountain, which is now called a windswept gravelly mountain. I have no idea what windswept means, but I hope it does not mean floating terrain, because I am not a big fan of floating terrain. It makes things look ugly, and yeah, look, windswept gravelly hills. The biome we are in, with a bunch of floating terrain. I don't know if it's just how the seed generated this. Oh, look, a village. But the floating terrain, I don't think it should be in all windswept gravelly hills. Oh, and this village also brings to another change. Villages are slightly more spread out, meaning that they should be slightly rarer than previous snapshots. So this is a big plains. There should only be one village in this plains, depending on how big it is. And yeah, it seems big. Still lava patches, I see. It moves into a swamp, which we all know villages do not generate in swamps. And that water generation in the swamps, that like pattern looking thing, I think is new. Not in this snapshot, but new to 1.18. Yeah, that has to be new. Alright, so huge swamp, huge plains, one plains village. So yeah, I think it definitely does look like villages are more spread out than before. The newly added Growth Biomes name has not been changed, in case you were wondering. Alright, let's try old Growth Biomes now. How about the Growth Pine Taiga? I have no idea what that is going to be. I assume the Mega Tree Taiga, as it was called before. I think that's what it was called before. Yeah, yes, definitely. So I think this was called Giant Spruce Tree Taiga, something like that. But it is not called that anymore. It is now called Old Growth Pine Taiga, or something like that. Let's check F3. There's a normal taiga right next to it. So, yeah, that's just a taiga. But this is Old Growth Pine Taiga. Yeah, very interesting name. There does seem to be a lot of piney things in it. Do sweet berries supposed to generate in these? I have no idea. Alright, next newly named biome. Old Growth Birch Forest. Alright, let's see what this thing looks like. I assume it is a tall birch forest. Probably, most likely. Alright, it's night. Let's turn it to day. I kind of just realized it was nighttime. Okay, so it does look like that this is a tall birch forest. At least that's what it used to be known as. So now it is Old Growth Birch Forest. Yeah, I guess if birch trees are tall, they are old trees. Alright, so I hope you get used to these names. There's many more. Like, I think there's Jagged Peaks. I don't know which biome is that. And a bunch of new savanna names. Also cave entrance. Look. This one goes all the way down to deep slate layer. Oh, no. Unacceptable. You see, I don't like it when caves just lead you straight to deep slate layer, because that's where diamonds are, and that's kind of overpowered. So maybe you should make those kinds of caves more rarer devs. Alright, I think we've seen enough of this biome. Next old growth biome is the other old growth taiga biome, which I have no idea what this is going to be once again. I don't think it would be the one we just saw, because, okay, it looks like it is. Huh, are there two different types of these biomes? Of this biome? I guess so. Maybe one of them means the hilly one, and the other means flat? Although this biome seems to have, like, more of, like, skinny-like trees. Whoops, did not mean to go to the menu. Another taiga, normal taiga right next to it. Yeah, it looks like there's not as much leaves in this kind of biome. But other than that, it looks the same. And I think this one is exclusive with the rocks. Yeah, these mossy cobblestone rocks. I don't think they were in the last one. So maybe that is the only difference. Yeah. Also, I really like how these are big. I'm not going to get over it. I was worried that 1.18 was going to have these tiny microbiomes all crammed together, because adventuring would be pointless if all biomes are just in one chunk. Alright, next biome. Let's see what else we can find. All the E biomes are end related except for eroded Badlands. I just realized that. I don't know what else to locate. Wait. Oh, wait, my eye just caught something. An azalea tree. It stands out really, really well. Right over there. And there's also a lush cave entrance right here. So then what's the point of the azalea tree? It's supposed to help you find a lush cave, but what's the point if lush caves just keep leaking out of caves? If I came from that way, I'd be like, oh, the azalea tree's there, but I already saw the lush cave. And here's the azalea tree. On top of another tree. Really? I had no idea they were this broken of generation. It is literally on top of a taiga tree. Why? This is unacceptable. I know a lot of things are unacceptable. Yeah, look, it just cut through the log, the rooted dirt. Yeah, maybe they should fix this. It just looks weird. Definitely. There's no other word for it. So if we were to dig down from this normal taiga tree, there's rooted dirt next to a dirt patch in this cave. Okay, and if we were to dig down, we should find the rest of that leaking lush cave. I have access to cheats, so why dig? Alright, so it looks like it doesn't end here, but it just continues going down. It gets cut off here, but it continues going down. So I think we need to go down one more time. Yep, here. When you see hanging roots, that's when the tree stops. So it goes down to like when deep slate layer starts. Yeah, this is actually a big lush cave, but I think you guys want to see the amazing big lush cave, so let's give ourselves night vision. Alright, so since I am in the lush caves, let's talk about another change. So axolotls recently were changed where they only spawn in lush caves. But now they only spawn in lush caves if there is clay blocks underwater. So I'm trying to find a perfect area for that because I don't know if that means like 1 block water, like all these drip leaf pool things, or just aquifers with clay underneath. Which seems like aquifers are nowhere to be seen. Yeah, this is making axolotls a lot harder to get. So I recommend getting a lot in 1.17 if you're keeping your world for a long time. Oh, and over there, look at that. Tropical fish. Why is there tropical fish in a lush cave? Well, because as of this snapshot, tropical fish now spawn in lush cave. There's a living one right there. So axolotls and tropical fish spawn here. Although axolotls are a lush cave exclusive mob. I don't know if tropical fish are rare to spawn here like axolotls. Speaking of cave biomes, let's locate the dripstone caves because, yet again, spawning has been changed. Mob spawning, that is. Alright, yeah, I keep forgetting I am locating cave biomes, so I am going to be trapped in caves, or inside walls. Okay, that looks like empty cave. This looks like a lush cave and a normal cave. I located a dripstone cave. Oh, it is over there. Right over here. Yeah, it seems to be more over here than over there. Anyway, last week, zombies were removed from lush caves, or dripstone caves, I'm sorry. Dripstone caves. They no longer spawn in dripstone caves. Well, that has been added back due to a reason that skeletons and creepers were spawning more frequently since zombies were removed. So, to keep it more balanced, they re-added zombies spawning in the dripstone caves. Here's another aquifer, or river, whatever it is. Oh, and drowned still do spawn in the dripstone caves. Still in aquifers only, though. So now we will get drowned and zombies in the dripstone caves. Okay, this is a wide river, and it's a nice generation. Yeah, this is an amazing area, actually. I know off topic, but man, I really like this terrain over here. Hold up. This area over here looks like the snapshot picture for this week, except for that stone wall by the birch trees. Look, we got the little lake, the taiga. Whoa. Okay, that's actually amazing. Okay, let's get back on track. There is more changes to mob spawning, so I located the stony peaks. We are here now, and I am trapped in here again. Okay. Alright, this might take a while to dig out. Oh wow, there's a cave under here, of course. I should have just done spectator, but at this point, I'm so close to the surface that probably just be easier to just dig out. And now we are in the surface. Beautiful calcite strip. I don't know why I was about to say dripstone. Alright, so this biome right here, which is like right on cloud height, wow. Goats will no longer spawn in the stony peaks, which I guess makes sense. Oh, and look at all this iron because of the new ore changes. They're more like a snowy mob, I guess, so they now only spawn in the snowy mountain biomes. Badlands right here as well. Yeah, it is supposed to generate next to hot biomes. Maybe cloud should be raised one more time. Like whatever Y coordinate I'm at right now, 215. Yeah, that should be the new cloud level for, well, clouds. But it is unlikely to happen again. Oh, and look at that exposed cave right there. It's not even really an entrance, it's just an exposed cave. With the pillars holding it up and stuff. Alright. Yeah, as long as these things happen rarely, I don't mind them. And of course, another lush cave right in here. Uh-huh. Lush caves seem to be pretty common. Very common, in fact. Alright, yeah, definitely a lot of nice generation over here. Ooh, a jungle. And a jungle tree with Badlands color leaves on it. Oh yeah. I was checking if the jungle was renamed, and the jungle edge is now called Sparse Jungle. That's how you pronounce it, right? So Jungle Edge is now Sparse Jungle. The normal jungle is still called Jungle. Alright, I think this is actually a rare type of jungle biome. Or is it the modified version? I don't know. Either way, another biome that has been renamed. Probably some I have missed. But yeah, actually, yes, there's definitely some I missed. Alright, so this part of the Badlands is still called Wooded Badlands. What about down here? Why is it still called Wooded Badlands? Where is the wood, other than the dead bushes? Shouldn't this just be called Badlands? Alright, another azalea tree. This one looks less buggy. Yeah, so I guess normal Badlands is now Wooded Badlands too? I don't get this generation completely yet. There is another change to copper, and that has to do with the stone cutter, not the crafting table. Alright, so let's put one block of copper in here. As you know, actually one. Look, one block of copper makes 4 cut copper. Actually, it kind of makes sense, because if you look at the texture, it has like 4 sides. And if we were to put it again, we'd get 4 staircases or 8 slabs if we just do a normal copper block, not cut. And yeah, look, we place it down. There's 4 sides. It always looked like that, but still looked like it's been cut into 4. Alright, so let's make it all into cut copper. So we make 4. So it's actually quite cheaper to build with cut copper. But if we were to go in a crafting table like this, it turns into 2 cut copper slabs instead of 8, like the copper block would make. Same with the staircase. It would just make 1. So the fastest way to just make a bunch of copper would be with the normal copper block. So do that instead of making everything cut copper first. If you're going to build with slabs and stair copper, that is. You might not have got a lot of new features in the past snapshots, but these snapshots are still pretty big. I did miss a lot, like gravel now generates below height 0. Why do we need that though? And increase the amount of dungeons, especially below height 0, which I think dungeons below height 0 should be cobbled deep slate. Also, they slightly increased the frequency of underwater magma. Also, some aquifer issues, even though I found an aquifer issue still. Increased the average size, we went over that. Yeah, we went over all that. Except for this, non-cave biomes no longer change with height, so no more savannas in the sky and things like that. Even though I still found floating blocks, but not really savanna. In fact, I don't think I saw any savanna. So yeah, I think I covered everything up here. Oh, and glow squids now only spawn in water blocks under height 30. I think they spawn the same way they did, just under Y30, yeah. Also, what does this mean? Not really much technical changes, but this seems the most interesting to me. Bedrock layers generate dependent on the world's seed now. And I think I understand what this means. I think it means, like, these mobs got smarter or something? I don't know. Or maybe they can pathfind better. Point is, not much technical changes, but there is a lot of other changes, which I have covered now. Also, there's been a bunch of bug fixes, and here's an old bug. As of 18W06A, the sand, clay, and gravel blocks no longer generate around small lakes. and mountain edges never generate, which they should now. Yeah, a lot of bug fixes. Oh, and speaking of bugs, I almost forgot to do the weekly tradition of checking if the Nether has been fixed. We should do that right now. Alright. Is it fixed? Alright, really? It's gonna take a while? I thought they improved the stuff. I'm just kidding, I know it takes a while when you first generate it. Okay. Alright, here we go. Okay, so I think this is a normal nether waste, if I am not mistaken. Nether waste. Okay, this whole thing is another waste where I spawned. Let's locate like a soul sand valley. Alright, moment of truth once again. Uh-oh. Netherrack. This is bad. Alright, here is the result delta, which we all know it is normal. Although it looks like there's still netherrack generating above it. Right, this is a nether waste. Where's the soul sand valley? I'm in it right now. Alright, so yep. Nether is still indeed bugged. It's like the Nether update never happened. Alright, let's try to locate Crimson Forest, or whatever forest. Actually, let's try Warped Forest. I think that might look the most interesting. For some reason, I don't know. Oh, well, good. Well, I generated in a lava ocean. Not really the forest itself. Yep. The mobs still spawn here. Oh wow, this is really bright. Here is a structure. Yeah, structures still generate. The nether has not been touched since we first checked it. Yeah, so the nether is still not fixed. But I think that is everything in this week's snapshot. If you did enjoy the video, do not forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss another snapshot video or any other videos I work hard to make. And I will see you guys in the next video, or the next snapshot, depending on when I upload my next video. And I still have this copper in my inventory. We already covered that change, we no longer need it. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.